I grew up in Rocky Hill, Connecticut. It's a small town just outside of Hartford. My family is very, very, very close. We always have been. So it was kind of an unexpected, quick kind of thing. I remember being in high school when this happened, and I got a phone call from my mom saying that I needed to come to the hospital immediately. So, of course, I broke down crying in the middle of the school, and my dad picked me up and we drove, and my uncle actually passed away with my whole family in the room, which was a tough experience, but all of the love there really made it a beautiful time. My uncle had a autoimmune disorder, and he went into liver failure. So he was in Yale New Haven Hospital, and he was going through dialysis treatment. And not many people may know, but when you're not getting dialysis, the toxins in your body build up, and you get very fatigued, and it's not a great quality of life. So during that time, the nurses really helped bring my uncle's spirit up, which was really awesome to see. And I just felt a lot of love in the room, and that's what I want to provide to people when I give them care. I had quite a few conversations with my mom and my dad, and just talked about how I thought that nursing would be the best profession for me. And actually, growing up, my grandma was the most loving and caring and compassionate person that I've ever met in my life, and I spent a lot of time with her, so I have a lot of those great qualities that she passed on to me. And we talk about it all the time, how there's no other profession that I could even think of being a part of. When I was going through my recruiting process, there weren't any other schools besides the University of Maine that would allow you to be a student athlete and a nursing major at the same time. And Lynn Coots, she made it very clear to me. She was like, well, you know, like, we allow you to do this, and we want you to do this. We want you to be able to go into the profession that you love, but understand that it's going to be difficult and you have to make a lot of sacrifices. And I came in knowing that, but I'm not quite sure I knew exactly how difficult it would be, but it's been a blessing. And if I were to think of any other major to be in besides nursing, I wouldn't pick one. So it has to be your passion, and it has to drive you. If you don't love it with everything in your heart, then you're not going to give it everything that it takes to be successful in it. I will go to class. I'll go to clinical from 6:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon. I'll go to practice from 3:30 to 6 p.m. I'll go home, eat dinner, spend the rest of my night studying, and then I'll go to bed and do it all the next morning. It's not an easy task, but it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I will never let slip out of my hands just because I didn't work hard enough for it.
In right field, Erika Leonard.
So my focus is not based on individual success. It's based on what I can do for my team. And I was actually thinking about this past weekend about how my goals and my vision as a player have changed over the past 4 years here. And last weekend, I think I had 3 RBIs, and all I focused on was just what can I do in this situation. And my last at bat, I just drove a ball to right field, and I got out. It was a line drive out, but I scored a run, and that was what was most important to me. I felt successful after that at bat because I did something important for my team, and it didn't do great things for my stats, but who cares? It's not what I'm here for. I've never been a stats person. It actually gives me a lot of anxiety and freaks me out, but it's more mental goals than any type of statistical goal. It's more of going out with no boundaries and no limits, being fearless on the field, and just being hungry and going at it, playing scrappy and being dirty. That's what I'm most hopeful for. I would just say go out and play free. Don't look at the stats, don't worry about it, and don't forget that this is a game. And I think I forgot that a lot of times last year. I didn't realize that I'm here doing something that I love because it's fun and it's a game. It doesn't have to be a stress or a pressure all the time. And this should be your sanctuary, whatever your field is, whether it be a pool, whether, I don't know, whether it be a softball field or a baseball field, soccer field. That is your sanctuary, and that needs to be the place where you have fun.